Alright, we're up. We're just waiting for the stream to start now, pretty much. They're about to go any memento, so let's just window capture, shut that up. Let's I like my little holuchas. Hurry up. Alright, get yourself down here. I can full screen this shit as well now, can't I? Alright, here we go. Boom. Make sure everything's alright. Yep, that's fine.
Hello everyone.
Here we go.
I'm
that
Utsunomiya from
low.
the Pokémon Company. In today's Pokémon Presents,
Alright!
we will be sharing
What are you going to show us? Some more information?
Including the Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet games.
Good. Including, though. So,
but before that,
we'll see what else.
I'm happy to share some news about the Pokémon World Championships that will be held in London, UK, this year from August 18th to August 21st.
I really don't care.
Please have a look at this video.
It's cool for the people who do, but I really don't care about this
Hello,
shit.
Pokemon trainers. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm delighted to share dates on our annual
That's why it won't go away.
Pokemon World Championships.
Alright, maybe there we go.
After 3 years, our global community will come
stuck on the
together August
volume button.
18th to 21st in London for not only intense Pokemon battles, but also to be together, celebrating old friendships and creating new ones, all in the spirit of friendly competition. We are expecting thousands of players from around the world to compete in this year's
Hey,
trading card
July
game,
boy.
video game, and Pokken Tournament Deluxe events. Many players had long journeys earning their invitation over several years, and we are
it's cool for
thrilled
the people
to
who
learn
get
who will
involved.
earn the title
That's
of World
cool.
Champion in 2022.
That's really cool.
This
I like
year,
that.
we are also adding many new elements to
Legit.
the show, beginning with 2 new Pokemon titles. Please join me in welcoming Pokemon Go, where nearly 100 players will compete in 2 nations, and Pokemon Unite, where 16 teams These players have battled
Fucking
all year
really?
for their shot to earn the title
Really?
of the very first
Hey there, Burr.
World Champion
How you doing,
in these
man?
new categories. We also have a few surprises in store for
God
fans attending
damn.
in person.
Just got a
including our
notification.
largest
Hey, it
ever
was pretty
Pokemon
quick this
Center
time.
World
Nice.
Pop-up shop. For those
Oh,
unable to attend
there's a
in
new
person,
London pop-up
you can
shop.
follow all the action from wherever you are on
Cool.
our dedicated live
All right,
streams
that's more
for
interesting.
each product, including coverage of every championship match for
There
each
might be some
age
new
division.
shit that I can
Pokemon
actually get in
tournaments
this
are
country
held
for a
around the
change.
world, and we hope the competition at the World Championships inspire many new players to make new friends through battling. And one more thing. It's my honor to unveil for fans today our new Pokemon World Championships Pikachu Trophy. Take a look.
I'm alright. Spent most of the day working in the garden, but I managed to get stuff done, including my own garden stuff. Ooh, that's actually
Thank
really
you.
cute. I
We look
like
forward
that.
to seeing you in London, and now I
Good
would
luck
like
to
to
the
hand
people
it back to Mr.
trying to win it.
Utsunomiya.
But, you know, I don't really care about the competition stuff. Never have.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brown. With the Pokemon World Championships returning after 3 years,
I'm just looking at the background to see if there's any giveaway. We've got Gen 2 stuff up at the top. Oh no, it's just one
I'd
gen.
like to
Gen
share some
2,
news
Gen
about a
4,
few
Gen
of our
4,
games.
Gen 3, Gen 1. Shit ton of Pikachus. Okay.
For the first time in the in-person Pokemon Go Fest events in Berlin.
Fuck off with
Seattle.
Pokemon
And this
Go. I don't
weekend,
even
we'll
have
be
this shit on my
holding an
phone
event in
anymore.
Sapporo,
Because it
Japan.
took up so much fucking space,
Mysterious creatures
battery
known as
from my
Ultra
phone.
Beasts have appeared
And I
at each
never
event.
used it.
And these Ultra Beasts
I thought,
will all
fuck,
gather
it'll give me
together
something to
during
do when I'm
Pokemon Go
walking
Fest
around, but I don't want to
2022
walk
finale
around with my
event.
phone
It will
out
be
just
held
screaming
on
to the
August
world around me,
27th.
fucking mug
The
me.
finale is a global event that can be
I
enjoyed
don't
by
care,
trainers
dude.
wherever they are in
I
the
don't
world.
care. You could
Trainers will
literally
be
attach
able to
anything to
encounter
this over the
Pokemon they may not
Pokemon and
normally
nothing
see
would
in the
change.
wild. They can also
It's not a
encounter the
Pokemon
mythical
game.
Pokemon Shaman
It's
by
just
completing
not.
Special research.
Fuck off.
Will you be able to help recontend with the
Not even
Ultra
Pokemon
Beasts?
makes esports interesting.
And what has become of
The only time
Professor
I would
Willow,
ever be
who was
interested in
sucked into
esports is if a
ultra
friend
space
of mine
through
was
an
doing
ultra
it, but even then I wouldn't
Stay
be
tuned for
interested.
the story's
I know a
conclusion.
guy who was actually a big name in esports. He's a friend of mine. I met him through
Additionally,
World of Warcraft
daily
years ago.
adventure
Really good,
incense has
really
been
good guy.
added to the game.
But
It's a special incense
I think
that can
part of
be
the
used
reason we
once a
actually
day
became
and
fast
lasts for
friends is because
15
I don't give a
minutes.
shit about
It can
esports,
attract
and he's
Pokemon not
fucking
normally seen in
tired
an area.
really
rumors say
tired of
it
meeting
might even
people
attract
who only
legendary
really want to get to know him because of
Use daily
esports, or
adventure
use him to
incense for
teach
a
them how to play
15-minute
League of
adventure
Legends.
every day.
Like, that's it.
Over the past
So
6
I suppose it
years,
was
we've
nice
seen
to meet
Pokemon
someone
from
that
every
didn't
region
give a
debut
shit
in
about that
Pokemon
and just
Go.
liked him because he's
There
a
are now
generally
over
good guy.
700 Pokemon you can register to the Pokedex.
But yeah.
Whether you're making new friends at Pokemon Go Fest or having heated battles at the Pokemon
Come on,
World Championships,
let's talk about real
the
video
entire
games.
world is the stage for Pokemon Go,
Not slot
and
machines,
our
real video
adventures
games.
are just getting started. Pokemon Unite,
That
the hot
fucking
app for Nintendo
Delphox.
Switch and mobile devices.
Look, he's feeding it a piece of cheese or something.
Pokemon Unite
That is his
has
wife. Oh
continued to
god,
grow
okay.
and evolve since its release 1 year ago.
Yeah,
In celebration of its
I
first
don't care about this
anniversary,
either.
we're adding not only new Pokemon and features to the game,
I
but
don't
also
care about
many
this
events
either.
and campaigns.
It's another glorified slot machine. I don't care.
A new type of quick battle, Pika Party, will begin today, August
Oh look,
3rd.
it's a version of Pokemon thing with a bunch of
In this
Pikachus and
special
nothing
type of
else.
quick battle in
Wow.
celebration of our first
Up next,
anniversary,
a version
all
of Disney
Pokemon
with
on the
Mickey
field,
Mouse and
both
nothing
wild
next.
and
What will they
players,
think of
are
next?
Pikachu. We hope you join in the festivities. Additionally, Buzzwole will be joining Unite Battles.
Oh, that's why
starting
they've got
today,
Buzzwole in
August
the
3rd.
background. I'm assuming
Buzzwole
the
is an
female
all-rounder
counterpart
that
is
can
there as
grapple
well.
opposing Pokemon and launch them into the air. Run amok in battle with Buzzwole's
I
ability,
love Pokemon
Beast
Unite,
Boost,
so am
which
I. Fair enough.
temporarily increases Buzzwole's movement speed
I can
and
already
basic
tell a lot of
attack
people are
speed
going to be
each
pissed
time
at
it
that
knocks out an
event
opposing
already,
Pokemon.
where it's all mobile stuff at the moment.
This
I don't
first
think that many
anniversary
people will
is
care,
just
to be
the
honest.
start of
Like,
what's to come in Pokemon
people don't
Unite.
really hate
We're planning more
Pokemon
events for
Go
September
anymore.
as well,
They just
so
don't care
please
about
stay
it.
tuned.
You know, that's kind of
And we're
it.
gifting Unite
You're either
licenses
a
in
massive
Hollow
fan
Wave,
or you've moved
Pikachu,
on.
Lucario,
So I don't care. I
Blastoise,
don't care.
Snorlax,
I'm just playing it
and
up for the
Sylveon in
video. Like, I
celebration of the
don't
first
care. It's fucking
anniversary.
Pokemon Go, whatever. I will say, Lucario in a leather jacket is perfection. I will say that. Okay, is this actual video game stuff now? This is a card game, isn't it? That's what this is. This is a card game. This looks like one of their card game adverts. Oh god, no, it's Ash. Oh god, no. Oh, it's red. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. Are we getting a remake of Gen 2? Pokemon Masters EX. Pokemon Masters. Oh, shit, this is the mobile game, isn't it? Oh my god. Let me know when video games start, guys. I love Pikachu so much, it makes me happy. Pokemon Rangers so far has been really fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I need to play those games. I never did play Pokemon Rangers. They skipped me by, passed me by. Oh look, Mewtwo. What the fuck? Indigestion?
What's this? Looks like Mewtwo's back in the Pokemon Cafe Remix game, and
Pokemon
it's
Cafe?
hungry.
Oh, it was
Make
this
delicious
thing. I
drinks
remember
and
this
dishes
thing.
with your cafe staff to treat Mewtwo to a wonderful
Okay.
time. Once you make a lot of delicious drinks and dishes in 1 minute cooking to fill Mewtwo up, it can join your staff. Here are some hints on how to play the 1 minute cooking puzzle mode to satisfy Mewtwo. Tip 1. Gather great staff. Mewtwo likes to order small plates, so gather staff that specialize in small plates. Pikachu, Squirtle, the 5-star Chef Victini, and the newly arrived Latias are good at those orders. If you want to aim for the high score, try raising your Pokemon's staff level. Go to the Pokemon menu to start raising their staff level by training them. Once your great staff is up to the challenge, it's time to begin 1 minute cooking. On to the second tip. Just keep on mixing as much as you can.
More mobile
Once you
stuff.
begin
Yeah,
1 minute
I'm
cooking,
tuned
keep
out.
on mixing the Pokemon to rack up those
I'm
combos.
tuned out.
Use these tips to make delicious drinks and dishes, and you should be able to satisfy Mewtwo. We hope you'll give 1 minute cooking a try.
Actually,
And
when
there's
talking
more.
about
Following
cooking, I was
Latias,
actually going
who
to buy
just
Cooking
appeared
Moment today for my
Latias
DSi.
will also appear in the future. Wait, there's even more! We have a special campaign underway starting today. This is your chance to get Victini and Latias
Where's
on
the
your
most?
staff. Pokemon Cafe Remix is available at no cost to start and is playable on Nintendo Switch systems and mobile devices.
Oh, here we go. Actual Pokemon games.
Next up, an update on the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
Okay. What? The music kind of reminds me of Monster Hunter music. I don't know why, it just does. I'm half expecting it to hear da 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 da.
Today we begin.
Oh, they look so. Oh my god, they look like Toothless. Look how much they look like Toothless. I love them. I love them so much. Look at them. They're so cool.
The region.
Wait, what? It turns into a bike? I might have to change my version. Oh wait, they both turn into bikes. What the fuck? I kind of love these things. I cannot tell you any time in the history of Pokemon I've actually been excited for legendaries. It's never happened. I've never given that much of a shit. I think the closest was Lugia. Dude. This is just wild area shit. So,
Where will you go?
Dude, look at the fucking... Oh, I love them. Oh, she is so hot, dude.
What
The little
will you
Fang,
achieve?
the barbarian professor. I cannot wait for the Rule 34 to come into full swing.
With you will be your Pokemon.
Nice seeing you today, by the way. Well, thank you very much.
Journey together.
I love new Pokemon Legend. Yeah, man, you look good.
Together. Grow together.
It does look like... Do you know, Grey Wolf was saying he can't see it being like Arceus, but
Find something
it
to
does
treasure.
look like there's aspects of it that are like Arceus, because, again, you guys know my opinion so far on Legends Arceus. It's a really good base for an actual Pokemon game, but as a game itself, it's fucking boring. And there's not much to it beyond... Like, Pokemon Legends Arceus is Pokemon Go if it was an actual video game. There's not much beyond catching Pokemon. What the fuck is this? Diamond form? Is this the newest gimmick? I wonder what a shiny diamond looks like.
Let the treasure hunt
They look like
begin.
Toothless. Their faces are just Toothless, and I love it.
We're now starting to get a clearer picture.
Finally,
of
you
the
can walk
adventures
with
to
your
come in the
Pokemon again.
Paldea region.
Not necessarily.
I'd like to dive a little deeper
Because
into
they
the
did that in
information
Pokemon
presented. So let's take a
Arceus,
closer look
but you
together,
can only just
shall
throw them out. Once you start walking again, they just kind of sit there. It's mainly for screenshots.
The newest titles in the Pokemon series are the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. These titles will be
I'm
open
definitely
world
going
RPGs,
Scarlet, though.
a first
I
for
want
the
to oogle
Pokemon
that
series.
professor.
Sprawling landscapes and vibrant towns
I just feel
weave
like it's a
together
bit
to
of
form
Legends in the old
Paldea
games.
region, where
Yeah,
your
it
new
looks like a
adventure will
mixture of
unfold.
Legends and X and Y. Not X and Y, Sword and Shield.
These are the legendary Pokemon, Koraidon and
I love
Miraidon.
Koraidon, man.
You'll rely on one of them as a partner in your adventure.
Although,
Climb on,
I will
and
say,
together you'll dash
that
across
looks
grassy
really
fields,
cool in game.
Move across
The other
water,
one kind of looks stupid,
and
to be
glide through
honest.
the
The wheels
sky.
kind of look stupid on the other one, but the mechanical one looks
Your
really
partner
good
can
in game.
change forms as
Like, that dude
needed
look-
while
that
you
works.
explore every nook and cranny
That-
of the region with them.
That one kind of looks like it's got something stuck up its arse. Do you know, like when your dog shits and not all of it comes out?
You
have
will
to
be
sort them out?
enrolling at a
That's what it
certain
looks
academy
like.
as a student.
4-player co-op. I forgot about that.
And a special independent study project awaits you. The treasure
That guy's a
hunt.
bad
Through
guy.
it, you'll embark on a journey
That
to
guy's
find
a bad
treasure
guy.
of your own. Here
I'm
in
just
Paldea.
calling it now.
3 grand stories are waiting for you. One story will revolve around the familiar gym battles.
Yay!
You'll go to 8 Pokemon gyms and aim for
Gyms
the
are
champion
back.
rank. In these
Thank
games,
fuck.
there is no set path you must take when challenging the gyms.
Hey!
Chart your very own course along Victory Road.
Nice! It's like Generation 1 for to a lesser extent. I like that.
The other 2
not
stories you'll
impressed by that
experience
thing.
hold many surprises and discoveries as well. Which story will you begin
Hey,
with?
Go-Go's
How will
back.
you progress
Very
through
nice. I
them?
like that dude.
It is all up to you.
Yeah, that dude That dude with the white hair, the fucking red blazer,
Professor
he's a
Sada
bad guy. I'm
and
calling it
Professor
now.
Churro, research legends passed on in the Paldea region. Mr. Clavel is the director of the academy you'll
Sorry.
attend.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
And Mr. Jacques is your homeroom teacher, who teaches biology. You'll have your battle-loving friend, Nimona. And you'll meet Arvin, an upperclassman and a great cook. There's also Penny, a shy student in your grade.
I want
There
his
are gym
backpack.
leaders too,
He's got an Eevee
like
backpack.
Grusha,
I want it.
the ice-type gym leader. The people you meet in Paldea are sure to enrich your adventures.
Can we see an upgraded the next
Many
stage?
different species
No?
of Pokemon, also called the Paldea region,
Hey, we've got
home.
some detail in them now. See
This
that pine cone?
Pokemon is the Paldean regional form of Wooper.
We've got a new
It lives on the
Quagsire.
land and covers its
Yay.
body with a poisonous film. Fido.
Oh, they're so
are delightfully
cute!
Squishy Pokemon
Look
that are
at
smooth
them!
to the touch.
It looks like they're made out of
And here's the
bagels.
Titan, which has a large body
Don't care
and a
about
hard
that.
horn
That
that
looks a
can
bit
freeze
dull.
its surroundings. Of course, we also have the Pokemon
Yeah,
from which
are
you'll
we
choose
gonna see
your
their
first
second
partner.
stage?
Sprigatito,
I'm leaning
Fuecoco,
towards the duck, but I honestly
and
really like all
Quaxley.
three of them.
Enjoy meeting lots of Pokemon. And complete your Pokédex as part of your adventure.
The Pokedex look neat. Not a fucking dude
By
behind
using
like.
the Union Circle.
Here
you
we
can
go.
enjoy co-op
Here's
play
the bit.
with up
I don't
to
know how
3
much we'll be able
friends.
to do it, but I really want to do this
You
shit,
can go
man.
look for Pokemon you haven't yet
It also looks
discovered.
like customization is back, which is nice.
Or
I
even
missed that
ride
in,
together to
I've
race
missed
across
that in
the
what you
map.
call it, prior games.
Enjoy all the Paldea region has to offer with family and friends.
We had it. We have had it in the last two games, but not to the extent I want. Really, I want proper customization, but we'll see. Better than the
The
older
terrestrial
stuff.
phenomenon makes Pokemon shine like gems.
I mean, I like the look of it. That dude is literally a Super
All
Mario
Pokemon in
mob.
the Paldea region are able to terrastalize, which can provide a boost to a Pokemon's type and make its moves stronger.
Okay, I'm alright with that. It's a gimmick I'll probably end up
Some
never using
Pokemon
after
will
the
change
first few
type
times.
when they
but fair enough.
terrastalize.
Oh, of course, Pikachu has to have something special.
What
Where's
type
the
they
Meowth?
become seems to
There we
depend
go!
on that
It's not a
Pokemon's
Meowth, but it's a
Terra type.
Persian. We'll take it. Have we got Charizard in there as well? Because we need a new form for Charizard. Charizard doesn't have
For
nearly as
example,
much attention.
an Eevee would typically remain normal type
Oh.
after terrastalizing. But there could be Eevee that become grass or water type after terrastalizing.
I wonder if it's based on their
We
IDs.
hope you'll try to catch Pokemon with rare Terra types.
Okay, that's an interesting little tidbit. It's like Hidden Power
Pokemon
again.
that have rare Terra types are more likely to appear in Terra raid
I love
battles.
the way the doggy things walk, super cute. This
You
gen
can
is
challenge
hard for
Terra
me
Pokemon in
on the
these
starter
battles
because
with
they're
up
all
to 3
adorable.
other trainers.
Yeah, there aren't that many generations where I
This
like
is
all
a
the
new
starters,
kind of
but
raid
this is
battle
one of
where
them.
you can attack
I think
or heal with your own timing without having to wait for your allies. Try to cooperate with
Generation
your allies to
6.
get the upper hand in these battles.
Generation 7 and to a lesser extent Gen 3
After you
are
successfully
the only
defeat a
generations
Terra
where I like all
Pokemon,
three.
You'll get
So,
the opportunity to
yeah.
catch it for yourself.
I don't care about Squirtle, and I don't care about Chikorita outside the anime. I don't even actually know. The only one I really like in Gen 2 is Totodile. I don't really like the other two. I don't really care that much for Blaziken either.
We've kept all the
But I
things
don't
you
hate it.
love about Pokemon, while evolving the adventure you can have.
I fucking
in
hope
Pokemon
so.
Scarlet and Pokemon
Dude,
Violet.
those are... Do you know, it literally does look like they've taken
We
Toothless.
hope you look forward to the day
It
you
just
set
looks
out
like
on your
Toothless.
adventure.
Look at them. They just look like Toothless. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing at all.
Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon
It looks
Violet
good,
games
man.
are
It does
available
look
to
good. The
pre-order
more
at
I see it, the more I think it
participating
looks
retailers
good. I am hoping it's basically... I'm hoping they
now.
take
Your
the
independent
good
study
aspects of
Paldea region
Arceus,
begins in 3
and
months.
the game isn't heavily reliant on
eagerly
just
await
catching
your
Pokemon
enrollment.
over and over again like Pokemon Go.
That's all for today's presentation. Thank you very much for tuning in.
I'm not
and
keen on
watching.
the crystal stuff. It looks a bit weird. The only one of these gimmicks I ever really loved was Z moves, Because you could have some real funny shit with Z moves. Have you ever seen that, like, Z tackle with a Magikarp? That shit's hilarious. Z moves were fun. And they didn't change shit. I like Z moves. I really wish they'd bring them back. Mega Evolution got boring very quickly. And Dynamaxing was... I mean, it was basically Z moves mixed with Mega Evolution, but lazier on both fronts. So... That being said, they do have some shoes to fill in for those games. Because I would honestly go and say, if there's one thing Sword and Shield did better than any other generation, it was the gym leaders. Every single one of those gym leaders I really like, except the Rock dude. He reminds me too much of the Amazing Atheist. But besides the Rock dude, I think every single one of those gym leaders are some of the best they've ever made. Especially the Dark type guy, and especially the Furry type woman. They were fantastic. All of those gym leaders were really fucking good, except the Rock dude. But let's scroll back a little bit. I want to see shit.
They're smooth.
Look at these things, dude. They're called Fidos! Fidos! Oh, look at that's fucking adorable. They're Fido. They're a furry type. They're a normal furry type. Oh shit, I wonder if they pull a Lacrami. So, if you don't remember, Lacrami had like this huge fucking giant list of things it could turn into based on little different things you did and what you fed it. It's the same Pokemon, they just look different. I'm hoping they do that with that. That's fucking adorable. I love that thing. That's so cute. It's going to be tricky because the Steam Deck that I'm going to hype for super hype. I like the crystal stuff in terms of what it looks like. I also like that it's just kind of basic. It's just a boost, which means you're not going to use it that much. You don't have to use it. Wooper is cool, although it does look like it has like a bunch of bird penises in its head. Don't ask me why I know what bird... Never mind. And it just looks like a ground type, which it was anyway. Which is why it was so good, because ground water is one of the best types in the game. But I really want to see the Quagsire version of this. One of my favorite colors is brown. And one of my favorite type overall is water. So, I'm up for it. It looks alright. I want to see what Quagsire looks like, though. Do we get to see what Quagsire looks like? Nah. Look at the way they look, though. They're so cute. They're adorable. I've not seen any new Pokemon outside of the Legendary, though, that has me hyped. Like Rockruff for Generation 7. Or Aegislash was for Generation 6. They're close, though. Look at the way they walk.
Squishy Pokemon.
They're so fucking Fido. You know, it's not often where a Pokemon actual name is better than any nickname you could give it.
On the land
but Fido was pretty fucking close.
Film.
Look at them. Oh, I love them. I love them so much. Like, look at the detail in Pinecoat, by the way. That's promise. That shows promise. It's like, this is the thing. I don't want Pokemon to be realistic. I don't want them to be realistic. I want them to look good. The best we've had so far is Pokémon Tournament. I like the way the Pokemon look like in that game for the most part. Now, you can still look at the trees and the bushes. They still look like shit, and people are going to meme on that like crazy. But the Pokemon can still have better textures. You don't need to, like, completely destroy them to give them better textures. How much Twitter going to go mental over the graphics and try and cancel it? Oh, more than likely. The tree is going to be a meme for a long time. But I'm willing to bet Fido here takes the world by storm. This is the internet's favorite Pokemon. I'm calling it now. Like, Wooloo go... Although, Lechonk, the guy, like, the pig that they introduced last time, the pig is called Lechonk. In terms of the meme potential, Lechonk is going to be hard to beat. But Fido actually looks like a better Pokemon. And, yeah. I'm guessing Furry type as well, which instantly makes it a good Pokemon. I want to see... Let's see. Here we go.
You'll rely on one
it's
of them
literally
as a partner
Toothless. Look at it. Look at the animations of these things. And look at How to Train Your Dragon. It's literally Toothless. I will say, though, art-wise,
These are the legends.
art-wise, this guy looks better. But in-game, this dude looks really good. I think it's because the nature of the graphics, the smooth graphics actually looks really good in this one. The wheels on this guy kind of look stupid, but it works on this guy because of the nature of the Pokemon. I'm guessing, what is it, Dragon... they said it, wasn't it? It's Dragon Electric, isn't it? I would guess Steel Electric or something like that. I don't really get Dragon from this thing besides the way it looks. Steel Electric makes sense to me, but... I actually, in action, in-game, I like this dude a lot more. Now that we see that it actually has legs, and it's not just like a floating penis, it actually looks fucking cool. In fact, so much so that I'd be willing to trade just to get that version. I'm probably going to buy both versions just so I can have that, because I actually do prefer that thing. I think it looks really good. Although, I'm still going Scarlet, because that professor... I would literally go Scarlet for that fucking, like, meme fat material.
You'll dash across grassy field.
Yeah, look how much better that looks. That looks kind of dumb. That does look kind of dumb. That just looks way better. That is one of the coolest Pokemon ever made. And keep in mind how much I shat over this thing when it first came out because it looked like a floating penis. Now that we can actually see it in action, see that it has feet, it looks smooth, dude. I prefer this Pokemon. I think it looks badass. I love it. Knight Rider, anyone? Yeah, I know its nickname. His nickname is going to be Knight Rider. Fuck yeah. Or Synthwave. Time Cop. Its name is going to be Time Cop. Bike Robot Toothless. Yeah, Bike Robot Toothless, man. My favorite Scarlet. I agree with the wheel things. Yeah, it just fits better. It just looks better. This looks a bit dumb. But, yeah, that is definitely the better Legendary, though. Now that I've seen them in action, I completely have swapped my opinion. I like them both. I do like them both. But that just works, dude. It looks so good.
Move across water.
It's so, although...
Climb on.
The crocodiles...
And together
not
you'll
crocodile,
dash across grassy field.
The fucking Komodo dragon swimming animation is adorable. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool. I like it.
Water.
I like these Pokemon.
And glide through the sky.
By the looks of it, they're not going to be a legendary that we're going to be using in battle. More so, they're going to be a legendary that we're going to get early and is going to be used as transport. Or they're going to pull what they pulled in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and you get it early, but you don't really use it properly until endgame, which makes sense. But I'm alright with that. See, I like the design of a lot of legendaries, but the games are easy enough without giving you a one-hit kill button. Most of the time, your team is going to have a one-hit kill button with every Pokemon you've got anyway, so it's just kind of pointless, and you never really get to use your other Pokemon. So if they add legendary Pokemon and they use them purely as a method of getting around and reaching areas you couldn't prior, I'm all for that. And that really seems to be what these things are built on. If these things are actually the replacement for HMs in this game,
as needed.
I'm alright with that as well. Because we're literally seeing Surfer, we're seeing Fly. They look strong enough to be used for Rock Smash or Strength or anything like that, or Waterfall. So, I'm assuming these are going to be the one-stop shop for HMs. And as you progress through the game, and you fight through the different gyms, you'll probably unlock a new ability for your legendary dragon bike in order to have it do other things. That's what I'm assuming. So, yeah, I'm all for that. I'm also glad we've got the Superior Sheep back. Fuck you, Wooloo. But yeah, that's what I'm calling. Gotta say, first time ever where I'm actually tempted to get both. I never do that normally. I'm tempted to get both, especially on the Switch. The great thing about the Switch is I don't need two systems in order to get the benefit from both of them, because I can play them and just transport them over to my portable thing. And then the storage thing. Incidentally, I was actually organizing my storage in terms of in order of Pokedex. I need to continue doing that. I think I got up to Gen 4 and got bored and stopped. But yeah, that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. These things are going to be your new HMs. There's Fly, and as you progress through the story, you're going to get them early, but they can't do much. as you progress through the story, you're going to unlock abilities that basically... Okay, we're back. Fuck's sake. Basically, what I was saying is I think essentially it's going to act as a HM. So you're going to be placed into a big open world. You can decide where the fuck you want to go. And then, like, you can't access this until you unlock the HM equivalent move for that thing. No, it wasn't you, it was me. So, for example, you beat this gym, now you can surf, which means you can access these gyms instead. That's what I think it's going to be. And I like the sound of that, because I think that's the natural progression that isn't too far into the realms of wishful thinking. Big open world, choose which direction you want to go. And then what that does is it gives the game the Skyrim quality. Let me pause this. It gives the game the Skyrim quality of, or the, I say Skyrim because that's the thing that made Skyrim really big initially. It was people doing different things. I didn't even know the game had werewolves in it, for example, because I didn't find the companions. I didn't really do that questline properly. I ignored it. So I'll put it that way, when I first played. So it was on my second playthrough I found that out. I only found that out because I then went on the Xbox version after I finished playing the PC version, and my friends told me on that. So it could have the Skyrim kind of quality of, oh yeah, I went to this direction and I found that Pokemon. What Pokemon have you run into? Oh, I actually went into this direction and I found that Pokemon. That sounds cool. Big open world. Choose where you want to go. You can't access these areas until you've beaten the right gym and got the right HM unlock for your dragon bike thing. But you've got these selection, probably about 3 you can choose. And then when you beat one of them, you get a HM, which enables you to access different areas. That's how I'm assuming it's going to go. And that enables different replayability. You don't like any of the Pokemon in that area? You've just started off? Fine. Well, you've played the game before. You know now. Let's go to this area instead. Let's pick up the Pokemon you actually want to use. Use them, and then move on to the area where you're not going to be catching any Pokemon for your team, but you're not funneling everything into one Pokemon that you're not going to, one Pokemon or a bunch of Pokemon that you're not going to use. To me, this seems like the realistic future, because I'm not expecting a lot from Game Freak, because they've been lazy for fucking years. To me, the open world aspect and do what you want aspect and freedom of Arceus, but with an actual Pokemon game attached to it, with gyms and a story. I mean, Arceus had a story as well, but, you know, an actual Pokemon progression cycle attached to it is the ideal. And then post that, that's when we get into wishful thinking stuff. That is never going to happen because it would require effort on Game Freak's part. But to me, that's the natural progression, and that's really what I want from this. I want it to have the freedom and the cool kind of features of Arceus without the bland, repetitive side of it, where it's just kind of aimless, randomly catching Pokemon when you get down to it. All Pokemon Arceus is Pokemon Go, if it was a real Pokemon game. And that's kind of it. So I want a proper Pokemon experience in that kind of mechanical setup. And that seems to be what this is. Of course, I'm just talking at my arse mainly, I'm just putting things together, but that seems to be what this is. I wanted a Pokemon game like this for years. That's kind of what people got out of Pokemon Arceus. Pokemon Arceus was what Total Biscuit used to call a desperation genre. People have wanted an open world Pokemon game where you can physically throw Pokemon and stalk Pokemon before you catch them for years. People have been talking about that for a long time. So when they finally got one, that's why Arceus was such a big fucking deal, because it didn't matter how poor the game was in so many areas. The fact is, it gave them that one fucking thing that they've been wanting for years. And I'm not going to judge them for that, because I was the exact same with Werewolf the Apocalypse Bloodlines, or Blood something. I want a werewolf game where I can unleash hell as a werewolf. It doesn't matter how basic the game is, how it feels like a game from several years past, which is actually something I liked about it. Most people didn't like that game. But because it was a desperation genre for me, the fact that it fulfilled that one desire I've had for years instantly made it a game that I love. And that's legitimately what Arceus was for a lot of people. But my concern was that that was the complete future for Pokemon. Because they've tried to implement Pokemon Go before in these games, and it's always just boiled down to mindlessly catch Pokemon. Not catch them all and fill your Pokedex. Literally catch and hoard every Pokemon form of life in existence repeatedly. Like, nah. Pokemon's not fun for me personally by just catching Pokemon. So, yeah. I just hated all the dialogue stuff you had to go through when it was slow capturing battling. I love Legends just because of how smooth it was, and I need that in my Pokemon game. I don't care about turn-based personally. I don't care about being able to move my character around in combat. Like, outside of fucking around by being hit by attacks from memes, there really isn't anything. I'll tell you how I battled most of the time in Arceus. I threw my Pokemon out, I moved my character into a position where I could see what was going on, and I played it like a turn-based game. Outside of fucking around by basically running in front of attacks just for the lulz, I never really used that feature. Because to me, my character running around the combat really didn't add anything. There's a lot like that in that game where a lot of people gushed all over, but it really didn't add anything to me because that's not why I play Pokemon. So, Arceus was kind of like Sekiro in that it gave a lot of people what they wanted, but it removed basically a lot of stuff that I kind of enjoyed from Pokemon. So, there are some aspects of Arceus that was good, though. The ability to buy an item that you can just use, a trade cable item that you can just use on trade Pokemon to save the headache of trading Pokemon to fill that out your Pokedex. Please keep that in future games. That's fucking great. I really enjoyed Brilliant Diamond. I found it underrated. The problem with Brilliant Diamond is it was basically the same game. Warts and all. The only thing Brilliant Diamond really improved was the underground, because, and again, this just appeals for people like me. If you actually liked the Pokemon in Gen 4, then that wouldn't do anything for you, but I didn't. And most of the Pokemon in Gen 4 that I actually liked, you couldn't get until endgame. But because of the changes, I was able to get, like, Cypher really early. I was able to get a Togepi before, like, the third gym or something like that. And I was able to get a Togekiss without basically beating the game first, because Togekiss is one of the few Pokemon in that generation I actually like. I don't like the vast majority of Gen 4 Pokemon. Even the Eevees in that generation, I think, are the weakest ones. So, yeah, like, I don't really like Gen 4 for the most part. And so, for me, the underground changes were a way for me to get Pokemon in that game that I actually enjoyed using. But I never finished it because I got bored. They didn't really upgrade anything except that. It's literally the same game, so it's got all the same pacing problems. It's got the same annoying honey tree problem. It's got the boring fucking enemy, the kind of meh story, the Pokemon that I personally don't like. And I got bored of it and I stopped playing. Which never happens in Pokemon for me. I at least finished it, but I couldn't finish that one. I got so bored. So I can understand why people were disappointed, because when you look at like Soul Silver and you look at Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and you look at other remakes that they have done, which are vastly better than the original renditions, with the odd exception. So Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire didn't have the Battle Tower. That's a legitimate complaint people have. Soul Silver and Heart Gold has a really fucking awkward and annoying version of the Safari Zone, which I always personally hated. But outside of those complaints, these games were vastly superior to the originals, which is why my favorite games in Pokemon, like the top two, are those remakes, because they're the best. They're some of the best Pokemon games, but better for the most part. You know, so yeah, it was literally just like, put it this way, outside of the technology and maybe like the latency, you're better off just playing Pokemon Diamond, because that's the better experience than Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Sorry, you're better off playing Pokemon Platinum, because that is the better experience outside of that one feature. and the awkward-ass chibi graphics, I don't mind that much, but they did end up wearing on me, and I prefer the pixel look. So I kind of agree with people's complaints with that game. I want to say thank you again for showing me the greatness of the 3DS and DSi. So many games you showed me and such, because I love those systems. Yeah, they're good systems, man. And silver is so expensive now, it's £80. Yeah, because that is widely considered to be the best game in the series. I actually, to be honest, as time has gone on, I can't really classify that as the best game anymore, because I have some legitimate complaints of Gen 2. Such as dark types. You can't actually get good dark types until post-game. Outside of Umbreon, which is a staller, which is not really a Pokemon you want to use as in your main run. Espeon's a better choice, even though Umbreon's one of my favorites. So it doesn't surprise me, because it's widely considered to be the best Pokemon game, Soul Silver, Heart Gold. So yeah, the next Pokemon games to get a remaster will be Black and White. And that one I'm nervous about, because they are my favorite Pokemon games in terms of their original versions. So my favorite games are Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Black and White 1 and 2. The only one of those that is a first version is Black and White 1 and 2. We never had a remake of those, so they're the next one on the chopping block. So I hope it's good, because I love those games. So, yeah. But I've gone on for this long enough. I kind of hope it's what I'm saying. And that it's an open world kind of game where you can choose where you want to go. These dragon things, that looks so fucking cool. These dragon things are going to be basically your HMs. And it adds replayability because of where you can go. The water looks alright. Graphically, the backgrounds are kind of shit. And there are going to be people playing, beating the game up for that. But I don't give a shit about graphics as much as I give a shit about, what's the word I'm looking for? Performance. I don't want lag. I don't want latency. I don't want pop-in. I want the game to run smooth. Its only platform is the Switch. It is built and designed for one platform, and when you're doing that, you better do it fucking properly, because there's no excuse of, oh, this game was really meant to be played in this other platform and we had to downscale it. The Switch isn't a weak fucking platform. There are plenty of games on that system that are fucking gorgeous. Pokemon Snap being one of them. Legend of Zelda. There are games on that platform that are fucking gorgeous. You can do it. It's not that hard. But graphics are less important to me than performance. I'm a PC gamer. I can play a lot of old games. So long as I'm not playing a fucking slideshow, I'm alright. You know, so the graphics, like, you've seen how good, how much I've gone. Like, where it really matters, the Pokemon, they do seem to look pretty good. The backgrounds are shit, but I'm not playing Pokemon to look at the backgrounds. I'm playing Pokemon to look at Pokemon. So long as the latency is alright, and from what we've seen,
your partner can
it looks okay.
Towns weave together to form the Paldea region, where your new adventure will unfold.
We'll see. I love how the Pokemon Centers looks like a fucking gas station. But we'll see. Alien Isolation on Switch. What's this? Black and White was good. I remember the story being interesting and good. It's really good. And do you know what I'd love to see the return of? Fucking hard mode. Playing Black and White 2 with hard mode unlocked is really fucking good. It's the most fun I've ever had in the Pokemon game. You need to beat you need to beat Black and White. You need to beat Black 2. Get another version of the game and copy that difficulty over. White 2 unlocked easy mode and Black 2 unlocked hard mode. It was really stupid how they did that. But hard mode Black 2 or White 2 run is really fun. So much fun. I love that shit. It's never been that... I've never had that much fun in a Pokemon game. I would love to see a return of that. Preferably unlocked right from the start rather than needing to play through the game and then transfer it over a different system. Very Nintendo, that move. The game looks pretty and colourful. Good on OLED. Alien Isolation on Switch. That is amazing, and apparently looks and runs better on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox version. It's weaker hard. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter the hardware so long as you know what you're doing on it. The hardware is a limitation, but we've had gorgeous looking games for a long time. The hardware didn't change that. There are a lot of pretty old games out there. Sure, they're not as good as what we can do now, but you know, it's not as big of a limitation as people think. If they just make the Switch, give the Switch more powerful tools, then they can make better games. And if we're talking about third-party systems, definitely, because then they have to downgrade for that system. But if we're talking about games that are built specifically for that system, in-house, for the most part, I know this is Game Freak, but it's basically a subsidiary of Nintendo. But if it's built in-house, then you would expect them to know how the fucking software runs and how they can get the most out of it. But again, so long as the latency and pop-in and all that shit isn't that bad, that doesn't bother me. I want to see more customization.
3 grand stories.
They haven't really shown that yet. I want to see customization. I want to see the second of all forms of these dudes. But oh yeah, that's another thing. Where's that guy again? This dude's the bad guy. Him. It might not be the same guy. Actually, I think it is the same guy. He's just wearing a blue shirt in one version and a red shirt in the other version. That's all it is. This dude's the bad guy. Do you know why I think he's the bad guy? Because Pokemon haven't really shied away from reusing animations recently. And this looks like... This looks like the fucking animations from the bad guy from Sword and Shield. Let's see him do his fucking thing again. You know, right at the start of the game. And that's why I think so. To me, that's the bad guy. This dude's the bad guy. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it right now. But, yeah, the diamond shit, I'm completely neutral on. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think they look pretty. But it is the kind of thing where it's like, okay, this game has this gimmick that Nintendo Game Freak feel the need to do this every time. It's not going to really add anything. It's going to get boring after a while, so I've stopped doing it. And it's going to be something forgotten in the next game. That's all this is. Don't get attached to it, because it's going to be gone next time around. That's all that is. I'm completely neutral on it. I don't hate it. It's a thing. It exists. You probably don't have to do it for the most part. You probably don't need to do it. So, yeah, that's a thing. But I like what I'm seeing if my suspicions are correct. But we'll see. I just have to say one more time, though. Hottest fucking Pokemon character to ever exist. This girl appeals to so many of my interests. The fucking Fang, the barbarian fucking look, that partial like curl back hair. The color's nice as well. I'm more of a redhead guy, but I do like that kind of like what even would you call that? The brown, the very like I don't know, light brown look. I don't know what the proper color would be. I prefer Gigantamax. It was amazing. I don't care about Gigantamax. Outside of memes, again, like Gigantamax Magikarp, Gigantamax Wailord was a disappointment. It's actually smaller than the Wailord you can find in the wild. Yeah, I don't think as much about the character designs as I do about, the character designs in Sword and Shield. I think the character designs in Sword and Shield were fucking incredible. This dude, to be honest, doesn't look like a Pokemon character to me. This dude looks like a character in a game that is based on, like, inspired by Pokemon. You know, like you play these games like, what was it, Fossil Fighters or something like that, which is obviously inspired by Pokemon, and it's trying to be the new Pokemon. That's what this dude looks like. He looks like a character in a game that was inspired by Pokemon. Doesn't really look like a Pokemon character to me. And kind of a few of these characters have this. She looks like one. He looks like one as well, but I want that backpack. Oh, sorry, she looks like one as well, but I want that backpack. Look at that fucking backpack, dude. I need that in my life. That's the best thing about her. I hope you can get that in the game. Where's Mustache Man? Oh, for fuck's sake. Him. This dude looks like a character from Pokemon Coliseum. That's the look he has. He looks like a Pokemon Coliseum character. I'm all over this dude, and I can't wait to see Let's Plays and the voice they're going to give him. But I'm not impressed by the character design in terms of the NPCs. Most of the new Pokemon we've seen so far, I either don't hate or I really like. So this guy I don't hate, but I'm looking forward to see what it evolves into. If it evolves into something, that thing. I don't think much of that thing, but I'm hoping it evolves. So we'll see. I love that Sword was set in the UK, and I love seeing the Americans' reactions to it. It was fucking funny just how much they didn't realise. But no, I do love that it was set in the UK. Corviknight, instant... that's actually one thing that last generation did really well. Corviknight, Toxtricity, Instagoon. Like, there are so many fucking awesome metal as fuck Pokemon they introduced in that game. Some of my favourite Pokemon ever were introduced in that game. Those three especially. Also, Cramorant is fucking brilliant. Anyway, I've talked enough. I've gone on enough post-stream. I could have watched the thing several times over. The multiplayer is going to be fun. I hope it's proper. I hope you can actually fucking... And they don't limit the distance you can be from each other. Because that will be annoying if one person wants to go that way and another person wants to go that way. That could be annoying. If they don't limit your ability to move. But, I don't know, it looks... Oh, that shit, man. You can start your own Pokemon Legendary Biker Gang. I really want that thing. I really want that thing. But, yeah. No, it looks pretty good. I don't care about the new gimmick, but it does look pretty good. We'll see. I'm obviously skeptical, but we'll see. I am excited to play it. I just hope the Nintendo Online will bloody work. Well, let's hope they get the person that did Switch Sports to do it, and not the person who got fucking Sword and Shield to do it. Because Sword and Shield broke down like crazy. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. I went on far longer than I intended to. I actually went on almost a fucking hour in that video. Fuck me. But nah. I like what I'm seeing. And it feels like they're doing exactly what I want them to do within reason. So, I'm all for that. That looks fantastic. So, yeah. Thank you very much for showing up. Hope you had fun, and I will see you next time. And yes, the co-op is going to be really cool if they can do that. And the YouTube videos people are going to make on that are going to be really fucking funny, man. But yeah, bye for now.